Hello, dear students. Today we are going to talk about the fact how the novel 1984 by George Orwell is a modern novel. We know very well that modern novels began to be written in the 1920s, after or during World War One, and then it continued up to World War Two. Then it was followed by war novels or by post-colonial novels. So, in that sense, we need to see how it is going to be a modern novel, or what are the different other things because of which we can say that it is modern novel in the same way as other modern novels are. We have read one novel that is To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf, that is a modern novel, and there we could see that number of things which make it modern, that women's importance, their movement, their rights, or their significance was discussed. Psychological analysis was also available, along with the distribution of chapters and sections, and a plenty of characters were there. And the issue highlighted that was also one of the modern issues. Now, in this novel, many things are not like To the Lighthouse of Virginia Woolf, but still it is modern. So we need to see how, with respect to the themes, style, and relevance, this novel is also a modern novel. First of all, we need to know that this novel was published in 1949, and it is famous because it shows two things which are important, that is, dystopian future and totalitarian rule. By dystopian future, I would like to say that man was making progress, inventing technologies, and was coming up with its progress only to reach the level where the world would be giving to every individual equal rights and equal opportunities, and all the world would be happy. In a way, human beings were trying to create utopia, but the same technology has resulted in adverse effects on humanity. Divide is also present, poverty is also present, people are denied their rights also, so that is why the future dystopia is present instead of utopia in this novel. Same is the case to totalitarian rule. Totalitarian rule is that type of rule where apparently rule is for the people, but actually one powerful person or one powerful party begins to rule over the country and the masses by utilizing 100% control. Now, this control is established through surveillance. I mean, people are constantly watched by the police in way, and by the technological gadgets in the other way, and similarly constantly people are listened not for their benefit or for right, but for one thing, that what they are doing. For this purpose, the rulers would like to use the oppression tools. As far as Althusser is concerned, he talks about the oppressive state apparatuses. These are used in order to control the people, and propaganda in order to show that the best form of government, best people are available, which are taking care of the people, that is utilized. This novel, therefore, becomes 100% a dystopian novel because all these characteristics are plentifully and abundantly available in this novel. But still, we call it modern because it goes to talk about the difference between the powerful people and the less powerful people, and how do they stand in a relationship with each other. Besides that, it also had the discussion on the contemporary issues. There are many contemporary issues shown here. I mean, hunger also, denial of rights also, lack of education also, denial of history also, denial of culture also. But then it is more related to the mass surveillance as is done being done by the states in all over the world in order to see what the people are doing, what they are saying by the use of that machine, which has been invented through internet and through mobile phones. That is the kind of issue which is 100% modern, and that is being practiced. So, in these reasons and many other reasons, this novel is going to be modern novel. For example, if we look at this novel, we can see that there are political and social structures discussed. But through these political social structures, psychological depth and alienation is discovered. It is therefore relevant to the modern man situation. Political structures are in the shape of one party, the ruling party headed by Big Brother. The social structures are controlled by the party. And because of these controls, people are having no individuality. In the absence of this individuality, definitely the people are suffering and they are dealing with this thing according to psychology, although their psychology is depressed, although there is the thought police also in order to control their thinking. There's the language also which restricts and limits their thinking. So therefore individuals, instead of becoming individuals, they become alienated persons, and that is one of the features of the modern world and the modern literature as well. And therefore, it is 100% related to the modern concerns. George Orwell talks about authoritarianism and tells the people how authoritarianism can be bad, can be evil, and how it can impact their psychologies. Therefore, in this sense, this novel is a modern novel. There are some of the examples of modern novel from the novel, and that has come in the shape of themes also. For example, if you look at the text of the novel, it says, war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. Double thinking is there in all these lines. If war is there, then peace is also. If freedom is there, slavery is also. If ignorance is there, strength is also. As per structuralist approach, we tend to think in binary situations. That means if one thing is there, the other is automatically present. Now it's all up to us which situation we try to understand. Binary is designed to make us understand. So that is why the paradoxical belief and the control of truth of the party is there. And that kind of system is definitely the system of the modern age. Secondly, a chilling prophecy of the future. The Guardian newspaper has said about 1984 that it is about the future. The novel was being written in 1949, but if you look at the situation in the world, how states are controlling their masses through the surveillance systems, and that control is apparently said to be for the benefit of the people, but that is being promoted in order to increase further the power of the person. So that is why the fear of the state control has become the norm in the mind of every individual, and that is therefore a modern state of affairs which was predicted, which was shown by the writer in this novel 1984. There are many relevances in the text also. For example, Big Brother is watching you. That is the kind of evidence which says that one person who is named as Big Brother, the very word big goes to show, and brother goes to show that it is a kind of juxtaposition. That one is brother also, one is big also. If one is brother, the brotherly treatment has to be done. But one is big also, the power system comes there. And he is watching through telescreens and through thought police all the time, looking at the people and even into the minds of the people. And as a result, privacy of the people is no more available in that state. As the privacy of the people now is not available because of auto surveillance devices like the internet devices, like the mobile phones, like cameras that we have as security system. These systems are all over the world. This is therefore a kind of parable of the perils of the state surveillance, as Harold Bloom has pointed out, that this is the system under which we are present. Same is the case with the modern life that we have, as it is indicated in case of 1984. In 1984, the novel, we have telescreens as the only instrument, but now in the modern age, in the developed countries, everywhere, we have the digital gadgets that can control the people, that can at least look into the minds and working of the people in 21st century. So that is why the novel becomes 100% modern. There are more evidences of making this novel modern, which say, for example, one of the textual evidence speaks, the revolution will be complete when the language is perfect. Newspeak is a new type of language. That language suggests that only a limited vocabulary of words can be used. When we have limited vocabulary of words, our thinking is also reduced. So that is why this new language has been invented. As a result, it is being said the revolution becomes complete when the language is perfect. So the people's words and sentences and styles in speech are also controlled. These are the controls which one can implement upon the people. As Noam Chomsky said, that language is a tool of oppression in Orwell's dystopia. Therefore, it is 100% relevant because these days the media plays a big role in the manipulation of language in every country, even like USA or any other country. This media is being used in order to control the language of the people. So that thing also is one of the modern aspect. That is why 1984 is a modern novel. Again, in one part of the text, the writer says, "He who controls the past controls the future. He who controls the present controls the past." So it means that the present is to be controlled. When present is controlled, definitely future will be controlled also. But then the past is to be obliterated or changed and manipulated as one wants. The same thing is being done in this novel, that the fiction is being replaced, history is being replaced, so that not only the present may be controlled, past also may be controlled, and the future may also be shaped as one wants. That is why memory and history are tools of domination in this state. The opinion of the people is that, according to Christopher Hitchens, Orwell's dystopia is nightmare of manipulated reality. I mean, Orwell is showing how the realities would be manipulated in order to exercise control over the lives, over the language, over the thinking of the people, and in that way, how the power will be perpetuated. So, therefore, psychologically speaking, also, this novel is a modern novel. Then comes contemporary society. We know in our contemporary society there are corporations and governments which are conducting surveillance most of the time, and information and fake news is being spread in order to test the people what they react to. Then authoritarian regimes are present and censorship is everywhere. So that is why modern lives can be seen in that sense, and this is present inside 1984. That is why this now is a modern novel. Then there are some of the things said about this novel, whether how it will be taken as. For example, the novel is praised for its foresight and timeless theme, criticized for its bleak outlook. I mean, this novel shows how the future is going to come, and that is why time sense speaking, we can say that what it said in 1949 is true in the future also. People are criticizing this novel also by saying that it shows a very bleak picture of the future. The impact of this novel was the introduction and coining of new terms like Big Brother, thought crime, and Orwellian. Since the time of publication of this novel, these words have become part of the language of the people. The gender dynamics are also shown there and critiqued also, and limited portrayal of resistance has been shown. Gender is performing very little inside that novel. It's only one female that we see who dares resist the system, tries to rebel, but her voice is very low. Even the company, even the secret organization which she has, doesn't stand by her, and as a result, very soon her resistance is quelled. Same case is here in the world of today, that if that the state wants some people to work for them and to stay calm and quiet even if someone or new policy is introduced, and that resistance may be there for some time, but ultimately it is quelled. So, in that sense, also, this novel is going to be a modern novel. So, we can conclude that the 1984 remains a cornerstone of modern literature. It's because of the themes of surveillance, truth, and power resonate in today's world. And therefore, finally, we can conclude that the best books are those that tell you what you know already. This is Orwell's opinion. It means that today what he is telling is right, and what he was telling he could foresee, and that is why the history of the mankind remains almost the same from that time, 1949, up to 2024. We can see the similar situation going on. So that is why this novel becomes 100% modern novel. Okay, that's all about this. Hopefully, you have enjoyed it and understood. If so, do not fail to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and comment if you want. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in some next